Thank you for being here. If you are already in our community, if we're old friends, hi, it's so gorgeous to be here with you. I can see some gorgeous friends on the Zoom and on YouTube. I can't see everyone who's joining on YouTube, but thank you so much for being here today. If we're meeting for the first time, hi, I'm Lou George. I'm the founder of Manifestation Freak. The tagline of Manifestation Freak is manifestation isn't magic, it's a frequency. So that's really what we're diving into today. I'm also a broadcaster, a writer, an actor. I wear a few different hats. So I'm going to be talking about what that looks like for me as well, and what that might look like for you in your life and your business, because I know that many of you are also multi-passionate, multi-potentialites. So we're going to be talking about all of the moving parts of having a personal brand, running businesses or multiple businesses, maybe different career and different income streams as well. So we're diving into all of those pieces. I won't go into too much of my story because you can find that all over the internet. If you follow me on Instagram at I am Lou George, all of the links to my various programs and pages and about me are there. Also different magazine articles with lots about me and my journey. But I will tell you a little bit, if you're new to our community and you don't know about my story, in a nutshell, I am the founder of Manifestation Freak. Under the umbrella of Manifestation Freak, I am a manifestation and business coach. I'm a transformational coach by training. I've been coaching for over a decade, mostly entrepreneurs, leaders, creatives, to help you to more intentionally manifest and to create, grow, and elevate your personal brands and businesses. I've also been an entrepreneur. I've been had different businesses for almost 20 years now. And I've been a broadcaster, an actor, writer, a creative in lots of different ways for over 20 years now. So I'm bringing all of that experience into my coaching under Manifestation Freak. I work with a lot of very successful people from all walks of life. I work with lawyers and bankers and doctors and entrepreneurs and actors and producers and writers and directors. There aren't many people that I haven't coached at this point. And most people I work with are intentional creators, are either already very successful in one career area and want to transition, either creating or growing different businesses, or want to really look at what's most important to them at this point in their life. And maybe both are true for you. Let us know in the chat box as we go through this, anything that resonates. So I work with two types of people: those who are already incredibly successful, who want to get into more soul-aligned success and creating a life that feels as good as it looks, or those who are wondering what their purpose is. What is their purpose and their message now? And who are they here to impact? So I'm really helping you to tap into all of those things. And I mentioned creating a life that feels as good as it looks, because as much as we're talking about the energetics of success today, and I'm here to help you become wildly successful in your business and in your life, creating a life that feels as good as it looks is the whole point. And that is something that is really intentional for me and with every one of my clients that I'm working with. That is really what I'm helping my clients to do, because it's wonderful having the external stuff, the money, clients, experiences, opportunities, cars, houses, like whatever it is that you desire to manifest. If that's a true desire for you, that's incredible. But if it doesn't feel good, there's no point. So it's making sure that whatever it is you're creating, whatever it is you're experiencing in your external physical reality, that it is truly aligned for you, that your life feels as good as it looks. And I'm celebrating a couple of things today that you are the first to hear. So I'm really honored to be here with you in this space and to share these things with you first. I've just received a message literally just before we pressed live today. I received a message from my publicist letting me know that Manifestation Freak and me are being featured for the second time in 6 months this year, being featured in Forbes. Now, that is a huge celebration, just to be considered for Forbes, and twice this year. And the reason that is so huge for me isn't necessarily the external recognition of Forbes. Forbes wasn't even something that was on my vision board, honestly, but I was really intentional about Manifestation Freak being the #1 manifesto, one of the main manifestation brands in the entire world impacting millions. And Impact Millions is in fact one of my main programs that some of you may already be familiar with. Impacting millions with my soul work, with my message, with Manifestation Freak and my coaching. And it's happening. This has been 10 years, well, this has been 20 years, a lifetime in the making. So 20 years of me in business, 10 years of me plus coaching. And we've got to a point now, I say we, because I've had an incredible team supporting me over the years, an incredible community. Thank you to those of you who've been here from the beginning. Forbes, Los Angeles Magazine, Vogue, we've had some incredible features and recognition of our work this year. And this just feels like a really beautiful moment of what was once a vision. I often say that the vision you have is a trailer for what's to come. I'm now seeing so much of what has been my vision for so long come into my physical experience. I'm celebrating and so honored and excited and happy, but also it's of course, like this has been done for so long, right? This is a byproduct of my energetics, of me being in alignment with Forbes, of me being in alignment with the incredible people that I get to work and support, with the incredible money that I am open to receive, with all of the experiences and opportunities. And I'm sharing this with you today. Thank you for celebrating this with me. I'm sharing this with you today to let you know that whatever it is on your heart, whether you also want to be impacting millions on global stages, the clients that you want to be working with, the book that you want to write, the stages that you want to be speaking on, the relationships that you want to be in, everything both professionally and personally, if you desire it, it is meant for you. And the other thing I always say is that the desire is the manifestation. I really believe that the desire that's on your heart is your higher self communicating with you through that intelligence, through the energy of your heart, letting you know this is what we're doing over here. This is what is done on another timeline. And that other timeline is not off in some far, far away place. It is happening right now in this moment. There is a version of you experiencing everything that you visualize, everything that you desire, everything that you think about and feel about, that you want. The vision is a trailer for what's to come. Let me know in the chat box if that resonates for you. Let me know if that helps you somehow to tap into that more, to claim that for yourself, to really recognize that now is the time, that your higher self has been tapping you on the shoulder and tapping you on the shoulder and letting you know that there is so much more possible for you that you can perhaps even imagine for yourself. I want you to maybe close your eyes and just feel into that for a minute. The vision that you have, whatever that is, because it is so personal. What is the vision that you have? Hey, welcome. If you're just joining, perfect timing. Thank you. So why is manifestation the key to unlocking success in your business? I said a little while ago in the introduction that my work under Manifestation Freak and as a coach is manifestation meets business. Manifestation isn't magic, it's a frequency. That's the tagline of my book, my Manifestation Freak book, the work that we do in our Manifestation Freak community, in all of my programs. And business is an extension of you. Intentional manifestation, because we're manifesting all the time. Manifestation is a constant. The law of attraction is a constant. Intentional manifestation is you knowing what you really want and getting into alignment with it. And I know that sounds obvious, but most people either don't know what they really want. As a coach, often we ask that question, what is it that you really want? And it stumps people, because how often do most people really sit down and connect to that? Or we do know what we really want, but we don't dare claim it and ask for it, because we have so often been taught to ask for just enough, or to shrink ourselves to not make anyone feel uncomfortable, or to not show off. But I'm here to remind you that there is enough, more than enough, an overflow, abundance in every area for everyone. And you asking for exactly what it is you desire, you claiming that you desire abundance and overflow in every area of your life, does not take away from anyone else. In fact, it does the exact opposite. You living in your most abundant frequency actually is an amplifier. That's what money is. That's what the energetics that we're going to go into today are. It is about you amplifying your beautiful frequency so you tap into what it is you truly desire, the overflow of abundance of money, of love, of health and well-being that is here for you right now. An intentional manifestation is you knowing what you really want, claiming it, and getting into alignment with it. What that looks like and what that really means in simple terms is you knowing in specific and clear intentional detail what it is you want in your business, in your brand, in your life, and getting your mindset, your energy, and your actions aligned with that. Your mindset and the work that I do with my clients is really about, first and foremost, your self-concept. And here we're working with the law of assumption. Getting yourself to a place of not only believing what you want is possible, but knowing it's done, seeing it done, elevating your emotions so that you feel that it's done, and then taking consistent aligned action to what you want as if it's done, right? This is the work that we're doing in Manifestation Freak. And then in Impact Millions, we're talking about the energetics of success and the strategy to support that, which is completely bespoke to you. There is no one way to success. There is no one way to do business, life, branding, to create money, any of it. And we're not actually creating money. I don't really like that language because we're not creating money. We're not making money. It already exists. It's already made. It's already here. We're opening up to receive. And not just money, but we talk about money a lot, and it is important because if you're in business, you're in sales. And sales really is service. So we're going to go into that as well. But you have to be really confident and comfortable having money conversations. You have to really be working with the energy of money because that's what it is. And that's why we're talking about the energetics of success today as well. For you to receive more money, clients, experiences, opportunities, you've got to first know exactly what that is. What is the amount of money that you need and desire to be receiving? Who are the clients that you really want to be working with? What are the experiences and opportunities that you want to also receive? When you know that, you're halfway there. Then the work that I do with you is to help you get into alignment with that, getting your beliefs to a place of absolutely knowing it's done so that you can see it. Because your body and brain don't know the difference between an experience you've lived in your physical reality or one you've lived in your imagination with elevated emotion. And I talk about this a lot because this is really the hack to manifestation. What you can imagine, you can and will manifest. And so the energetics of success is really that. The hack to manifestation is that, is you intentionally focusing your thoughts, you intentionally using the power of your imagination to vividly see in specific detail the life that you choose to live, while simultaneously having the capacity to hold this present moment, because it's all really happening right now. Miracles happen in moments because everything we're manifesting is manifesting now. It's not way off there in another place. The alternate timeline, other dimensions are available to you now. And it comes with a quantum shift. What a quantum shift really is an identity shift. It is you right now in this moment, knowing what you want and claiming it and saying, I am more than worthy of that which I desire. The fact that I have the desire on my heart means it is meant for me. It is meant to be lived out through me. Can I get a hell yes in the comments? If you claim that for yourself, if you feel that for yourself. Thank you. Thank you for the congratulations as well. I see your messages coming through. Yes, the vision you have is a trailer for what's to come. Isn't that so powerful? Hell yes. Yes. Keep them coming. Claim this for yourself. Whatever it is you desire, I want you to fully claim this. I want you to feel into the desires that have been on your heart for so long, that you know that now is the time that you manifest and experience it all. When you can experience it in your imagination, when you can elevate your emotions to feel that, you will manifest it fast. And then the actions really is just you being in momentum in this physical 3D reality. One thing that I want us to come away from, and something that never really works, is following someone else's way, someone else's strategy, someone else's 5 steps to success. When we do that, it trips us out of what we intuitively know we need to do. You have all the answers within, and I know that's not new to you, but I want you to, as well as claiming whatever it is you truly desire today, to fully get into a space of trusting yourself. You know what actions you need to take. You know exactly what you need to be focusing on. But often we self-sabotage, or we think we have to learn more. If I just do one more course, if I just invest in more information, you don't need more information. You need more insight. You need more insight into who you really are, what you really want, and how to bring that into your physical experience. Again, let me know if that resonates. Drop a yes in the comments if you're like, wow, actually, that really resonates. So my intention today is for you to have a quantum shift. And again, that is a shift in identity. You are going to walk away from this masterclass in an hour's time, an hour or so, completely different. You are going to feel different. You're going to walk different. You are going to speak differently. You are going to hold yourself differently. You are going to fully step into and claim and show up as your multimillionaire self, if you're not already there yet. You're going to fully own and claim and walk in the world as the CEO of the greatest brand and business that you can possibly imagine, or whatever it is you need to appoint yourself as, because no one else is going to. No one else was going to put me on the cover of Forbes magazine. That was all me. And I say that with a true like sense of the honor that it is and the team that it's taken to get to this point. But first of all, I had to make the decision. I had to really work on my self-concept to get to the point that I fully not only felt, but believed and owned that I was worthy of that kind of recognition in my work and in my business. And you need to do that too. Just 10 years ago, I was working as a PA in banking because I had closed one business. I wasn't sure what was next. And I felt like I was taking about 10 steps back, but I needed to just pause, take work that was relatively easy so that I could really connect to, okay, what's next? With closing of one business, I've had multiple businesses over the years. Closing one business that really didn't feel aligned, I wanted to just have some space to feel into what's next for me. What I knew was next for me was that I really wanted to own all of the facets of me. The fact that I love acting and writing and presenting, that I am a multi-passionate entrepreneur, that I'm a multi-potentialite, that while everyone else was telling me to pick one thing, get a real job, all of the things that people say from a well-meaning place weren't aligned with me. So it took a lot for me to dig into, okay, what is my truth? My truth is I choose to be a film actress and a TV presenter, and I choose to write books, and I choose to have one of the most successful coaching businesses in the world that impacts millions of lives. And today, fast forward 10 years, with me getting clear on what it looked like for me, and every single day being intentional about constantly coming back into alignment, because it's not a linear path to success, right? That it's a roller coaster, but it's all about bringing ourselves back into alignment, right? Holding the vision, staying connected with the trailer of what's to come, and asking, where am I out of alignment? Where am I out of alignment? And coming back into and back into and back into, while life is chaotic around us and while we've got a million things to do. So my intention is for you to receive a quantum shift, for you to really get clear on what does the next season of your life and business look like, you to be able to powerfully see that and feel that and know exactly what actions you need to take to make that happen. That is my intention for you by the end of this masterclass. If you claim that for yourself, type a hell yes in the comments, please. Okay. The power of manifestation in business is this. And you might want to grab your pens and notebooks as we're going to dive into some really powerful things that you can take away and implement for your first or next 6 figures or beyond in your business. The power of manifestation is that it is about intention. It isn't magic. It is you being intentional. It is you, again, knowing what you want and getting into alignment with it. When we work with manifestation as the foundation for our business success, we shift fast because our physical reality changes to meet us where we're at. A quantum leap isn't about going somewhere else. It is about your shift in identity, meaning that you experience your reality differently. When you fully claim what you want and your mindset, energy, and actions support that, people, places, and things will start coming into your experience that are in alignment with what you want. Opportunities will open up because your perception has changed, your perspective has changed. You are open to receive opportunities, to meet those people, to receive more abundance in all areas. So manifestation is the foundation of everything I do in my business, with my clients, with everything that I am creating, because it is about intentional alignment with that thing or with those things. So for me to be able to take a seedling of an idea 10 years ago, which started off as a blog. So those of you, I see Trina Keen and Pamela in the house. Those of you who have been around since the beginning, since Bodhi Babes, it started as a blog. 10 years ago when I was temping as a PA to reset and refocus, one of the things I knew was that I really wanted to make a big impact. And I was like, how can I do that? Okay, well, while I'm here and temping and doing work that is relatively easy, I can write a blog. Blogs were, remember those? And I can share what I've learned on my own journey of personal development and business and well-being. And I started writing a blog called Bodhi Babes. It was mostly for women, entrepreneurs, leaders, creatives, to help us more intentionally create our reality. It was all about celebrating women entrepreneurs as well. And so I wrote a blog every single day back in the day 10 years ago. So that hasn't changed. For 10 years, I've been showing up every single day. I've been visible every single day in my online business, but it started as a blog called Bodhi Babes, which got picked up very quickly by Hay House and Psychologies, and led people coming to me asking how I'd received such recognition and connected with such people. And then people asked me how to grow their coaching businesses and online businesses. And so the rest is history, as they say. So for the last 10 years, I have grown what was a blog into a coaching company, working with other entrepreneurs and leaders and creatives. Some of my clients have had the most incredible success. And the second thing I wanted to celebrate today was I heard from a gorgeous client of mine recently who I worked with we finished working together 6 years ago. We worked together for 4 years. 6 years ago, we had worked together for 4 years. And she messaged me recently with the most beautiful message. We haven't spoken for a long time, but we kind of stayed in each other's minds and hearts and connected energetically. But she messaged me to let me know where she's at today. Where she's at today is traveling the world with her family. Where she's at today is with the complete freedom to do what she wants, when she wants, with who she wants. She is homeschooling her children. She is experiencing the most incredible things as she travels the world while running a business that really is impacting millions of people around the world through her own coaching, through her own mentoring, and through her own programs. That is the biggest celebration to me. Okay, Forbes and my success is one thing, but to be able to impact lives in that way. This woman came to me with a business that wasn't working 10 years ago, a business that wasn't working, the money wasn't coming in. And that's initially what she came to me for. Please help me make more money in my business, help me make more sales. And as we got into it, we realized the reason she wasn't making the money and the sales was because the business wasn't aligned. Her relationship wasn't aligned. Things were out of alignment, so they weren't working. And this is how the universe communicates with us. Like, if it's not working, either you don't really want to do it or it's not an alignment for you. Right. And so when we got into what it was she really wanted to do, and we got her mindset, energy, and actions aligned with that, when she knew what she wanted, we could get her in alignment with that. So that's meant that the last now 8 years have been extremely successful for her financially, but most importantly, the freedom piece that means that her and her family have an incredible income from her business and her partner's work while they get to travel the world homeschooling their children, and they have complete freedom to enjoy life. Life feels as good as it looks, right? And to receive that from a client that I worked with 6 years ago, that, we have had a 10-year relationship, to know that today she is thriving more than ever. And that was the note that she sent me, was, thank you so much. You've changed my life beyond recognition forever. And then she gets to pass that on to her clients and her children. And the ripple effect impacts millions of lives. And your work does too. And I want you to really know that the work that you're doing matters. The work that, whatever it is that you are being called to, that is your now purpose. Your purpose isn't one thing. It's constantly shifting and growing and evolving and changing as you do. But whatever you are called to right now, trust that, because it is meant for you. And you trusting those intuitive nudges is going to impact so many lives that you can't even see yet. Impacting lives one person and one conversation at a time. Or maybe you desire to speak one to many. Maybe you really do, like many of my clients, want to be on global stages. Maybe you want to be on the television shows and the radio shows and the stages as well. Whatever is calling you, however you want to work, is meant for you. So my job today is to help you get into alignment with that. So I'd love to answer your questions at the end of this. Type them in the chat box if you have any questions about, okay, I know what I want, but how do I then? Anything is welcome. Drop your questions in the chat box. So manifestation works in business, not by law of attraction, but law of assumption. The law of attraction is a secondary law to the law of vibration, which is why the tagline of Manifestation Freak is manifestation isn't magic, it's a frequency. We are manifesting things, we're experiencing things in our reality that are aligned with our frequency. In short, you're not manifesting what you want. You're manifesting things that are in alignment with who you are, with who you're being, with what you believe to be true about yourself and possible for you in the world, with what you truly feel and embody about yourself, and with the actions that you're taking in alignment with the version of you who had it all. Law of assumption work is so powerful because it's so simple. What you assume will be true. What you assume to be true about yourself and possible for you in the world will be reflected to you in your physical reality. So if right now you're looking around and you're like, I don't like this part of my life, I don't like this relationship or this experience or whatever it is that's challenging you right now. And life is full of challenges. That does not stop. We are here to learn, we are here to grow, we are here to experience. We get to navigate those challenges, though, with much more ease and grace and flow when we're in alignment with our truth, when we're in alignment with our soul work, when we're in alignment with our real message. And so this piece about getting into alignment is about unbecoming, remembering who you really are and what you truly desire so that you can see that all manifest. So what is it that you're assuming about yourself? What is it that you're constantly affirming to yourself? What is it that you feel about yourself? And how are you seeing that being reflected to you in your business, in your brand, in your bank account, in your clients, in your experiences, in every area of your life? We're going to change that today. What you need to assume to be true about yourself is that you are the leader in what you do. You are the authority. You are the best person for your clients to be working with. Because if you don't believe in what you do and your products and services at the highest level, no one else is going to either. And so let's go into Business 101, a business model, client creation model, and how you can align with those things for your first or next 6 figures in your business. Business 101. Business is relatively simple. Have a product and or service or multiples of, believe in it and yourself, sell it, aka be of service. You have to have really clear intentional products and services. Maybe you've been in business a long time already, but what I will invite you to do right now is ask, are my current offerings in alignment with who I am today? And not even just that, but who I choose to be. When you tap into your vision for the final quarter of this year and for the year ahead, are your current offerings in alignment with what you see is possible for you, with what you really want? Whether that's a 7-figure brand or 8-figure brand, whether that's speaking on stages, whatever it is that you truly desire, whatever is on your heart, whatever it is you visualize for yourself, is your business currently aligned with that? Are your products and services aligned with that? Maybe they are, and maybe they're working for you. Or maybe something needs to shift. Have a product and or service or multiples of. Make sure that that is really aligned. Do you really want to do it? Simple question, but a powerful one. Because often, especially if things aren't working, if there's anything in your business right now that's not working, ask, do I really want to do it? Because often when we get really intentional about that question, it's a no if something's not working. And that is a really quick shift. Oh, no, I actually don't really want to do this. I'm doing it because I created it, I've put so much energy into it and time into it, but it's no longer aligned. Maybe that's the case. Maybe you're brand new to business and creating, and you're not clear on your products and services. Now is the time to get really clear on what your products and services are, who they're for at this level, whether you're just creating or you're growing or you're elevating your brand right now. Have a product and or service. Believe in it. This is where I work with my clients the most. You have to believe in yourself and your products and services, that you want to shout from the rooftops about them, because no one else is going to. You need to love them so much and be so excited about what it is you do, like I am about Manifestation Freak and Impact Millions and my Amplify programs, because I help women and entrepreneurs get on global stages, impacting millions of lives with their soul work. And the work that I do is amazing, and everyone needs to be in Impact Millions. I shout from the rooftops about my programs because I'm in love with them. I'm in love with the results. You've just heard me talk about one of my clients who 10 years later is still experiencing incredible abundance. This is why I'm so passionate about what I do and why everyone needs to come and work with me. Are you that level of excited and passionate about what you do? Because you need to be. You need to be like, everyone needs to come into my program because it is life-changing. Everyone needs to experience my service because it is so simple and it is going to change your life in this area, whether that is in travel experiences, whether that is in the beauty industry, coaching, mentoring. You need to truly believe and know that you're the best at what you do, because you are. You have unique experience, perspective, things that you have learned and experienced. You are the best at what you do. You are the only one who can do what you do in your way. You have that desire to impact lives with your products or service for a reason. Remember what that reason is. Remember what initially ignited that soulfire spark for you to change lives with your services or with your products. You need to really, really believe in that and love that. And then sell it, aka be of service. We'll come back to that, but that's business. Have a product, believe in it, sell it. Simple. What's challenging though is working against unconscious limiting beliefs, fears, and insecurities. So that is the real transformational work that I'm doing in Impact Millions with my clients. So yes, we talk about strategy, we talk about money, we talk about all of the nuts and bolts of business and success and branding and social media and PR and getting on global stages and global publications. But the foundation of it all is the Manifestation Freak work, is you truly believing in yourself, in your self-concept being so high that, just like me, when you receive the external manifestation of Forbes magazine or the money, the clients, the experiences, the opportunities, that you are excited and extremely grateful, but you are so relaxed because you've seen it coming for so long, because it's oh, well, of course, right? This was inevitable because I am aligned with this. I am coded for this, because you are manifesting who you are. You see who you be. The energetics comes first. This is the best strategy for your business. Your energetic alignment with what it is you want. You using the power of your imagination and elevated emotion to experience it in your brain and body before you experience it in your reality. That's how intentional manifestation works. You are the secret. There's no affirmation or vision board or crystal or anything outside of you that is going to manifest for you. It is you knowing what you want and fully seeing it and feeling it before you experience it physically. The vibration precedes the manifestation. So are you vibrationally aligned with your manifestations? It's very simple. Not easy, but it is simple. So this is the constant work, is coming back into alignment, is checking your frequency. And there's a gap. There's a gap between the manifestation, the vibration and the manifestation. The vibration being the idea, desire, want for something, the vision that you have, the trailer for what's to come, and the physical manifestation, the physical experience of that. In that gap, what's required is your alignment. You doing the work to get your mindset, energy, and actions in alignment with you having that physical experience. In that gap, what is required is courage, consistency, and faith. It takes a lot of courage to walk towards and to keep showing up in alignment with your manifestations before you've seen the result or the physical evidence of your manifestations. And most people will think you're absolutely nuts. there is a saying out there that lots of 20-somethings who are manifesting are saying, you've got to be delulu before it comes tralulu, which means be delusional before it comes true. And, you know, that kind of oversimplifies manifestation, but that's really what manifestation is. To most people who don't understand how universal laws work, who don't understand how mindset works, who don't understand these energetics that we're talking about, if you talk about the fact that you're a millionaire before you're a millionaire, they'll be like, okay, still trying to win the lottery over there, right? To most people, it is delusional. But that's how we intentionally manifest, because as I said earlier, your brain and body don't know the difference between an experience you've had in your physical reality or one you've had in your imagination with elevated emotion. So the more you're able to have those experiences in your imagination with elevated emotion, the more your physical reality will meet you there, because your frequency is in alignment with that. Does this make sense? Drop a hell yes if you're with me. Let me know in the chat box, and please keep any questions coming. I see you. Yes. Hell yes. Hell yes. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So we get this, right? Where are you at with being able to use your imagination and emotion to experience the reality that you want? And it's okay if you're like, oh, I find that really challenging. Where are you at? Because this is what I most want to help you with. I can help you with the strategy for your next level success. I can create businesses in 5 minutes. If you come to me with an idea, even if you don't have an idea, right, I can help you create a business in 5 minutes. That's easy. The strategy of business is easy. The strategy of money and success is easy. Challenging. Okay. Thank you for being honest. It can be challenging. Also, not everyone can visualize in the same, not everyone can see mental images, right? And not everyone has an internal dialogue or monologue. So it's really about your intentional thought focus. It doesn't matter if you find it challenging to visualize and use your imagination. It is about you knowing what you want. So that's the key. Whether you can visualize or not, you have to know what you want and you have to claim it. Because otherwise, your subconscious and the universe don't really know what it, if you're 1 foot in and 1 foot out, if you're like, today I want this, tomorrow I want this, the energy, the frequency is all over the place. So you have to be really clear about what you want for now, right? You don't have one purpose though, and this is going to shift and grow and change as you do. And so when I say now with my clients, when we're working on your business, we have a big picture vision. So overall, what does the big picture vision of your business and your life look like? But then we're working on right now. So right now with my mastermind clients, my private clients, and in Impact Millions, we're looking at what's the year ahead. So as I record this, we're looking at 2025 and the final quarter. So we're really just looking at 5 quarters, right? So getting from now till the end of 2025, what does that vision look like? Because it can be really overwhelming if you're like, well, I do want to be a millionaire. I do want to have the mansion and the cars and the travel. And maybe for you, that's a country cottage and a bicycle and a wood burning hot tub, like whatever your version of that is. But maybe that's not a this year thing. So we bring it back into, okay, let's get really intentional about the year ahead, and then also bring it back to, right, what's this quarter? So my intention really for you in this video is just this next quarter. So we know what the big picture is, we know what the year ahead is, and now let's look at, okay, by the end of this year, if we're having this conversation, or if we're having a coaching conversation in 4 months' time, as we go into the new year, what do you want to be celebrating with me? How many clients would you like to be celebrating? What money would you like to be celebrating? What accomplishments, achievements, goals, both professionally and personally, would you like to be celebrating? That keeps it much simpler and easier for our nervous system, because intentional manifestation is really subconscious programming and nervous system regulation. It's having a regulated enough nervous system so that your subconscious is open to receive what you want to manifest, but your nervous system has the capacity to hold it. So it is about believing you are worthy to receive, because you'll manifest what you believe you're worthy to receive, but you'll keep what you have the capacity to hold. This is, again, why the energetics of success are so important. And in Impact Millions, that's the foundational work that we're doing. The foundational work of Manifestation Freak, and then we take it to the next level to make it really specific to your business, to make sure that as you grow your business, whether you're taking it to your first 6 figures, your first multi 6 figures, your first 7 figures, that you actually truly believe you're worthy to receive that, and you have the capacity to hold that you feel safe in having that next level income, that you feel safe in being on those stages, in being visible at that level, in working with those clients, in being in those relationships. So this is why the energetic work and manifestation freak is so important in impacting millions, in growing your business and your brand. Does this make sense? Type a yes if this resonates for you. Yes. Hell yes. I'd never thought of it like that. This is really helpful. Good. I'm so glad this is resonating. Okay, amazing. Yes, I love it when you take notes. Okay. So energetic alignment has been everything for me and my clients. You heard one story of a client who came back to me after many years of incredible success. I receive notes like this on a regular basis from clients who, some people who've just gone through the Manifestation Freak book, which is available on Amazon. People send me notes all the time about how just the insights in that book have helped them to shift how they're manifesting and what they believe to be possible. To my most highly invested clients who are investing multi-5 figures plus to work with me, I am receiving notes on a daily basis on how the energetics have made the biggest shift for them, on how they have manifest more than they even imagined was possible before working with me. That's because I also hold a higher vision and capacity, energetic capacity for you that you can even hold for yourself. Because I've been doing this for over 10 years with my clients. And so many of my clients come to me and they're like, oh, I'd quite like to take my business from 5K months to 10K months. And then within weeks, they've received their first 20K month, right? Within months, they're starting to see consistent 5 figures. In less than 6 months, they've received 6 figures. Now, this isn't a promise. This is not standard for everyone. This is an individual journey, and timelines are very different for everyone. But I want you to know that's possible. Whatever it is your financial amount, whatever it is you visualize for your business, and maybe it's more than that. Maybe you're already at 6 figures and you want to go to 7 figures. That's on your heart for a reason. Not just the money, but the clients, the experiences, the opportunities, the relationships of every kind that you desire are meant for you. And how you're going to receive those things is by getting into alignment with them, and it starts with you claiming it. Please claim it for yourself right now before we go any further. I claim my desires. Type that in the chat. I claim my desires today, right now, because that's where it starts. I claim my desires now. Yes, yes, Sandra. I'm excited for you. I get goosebumps when I hear people like affirm it back. Thank you for affirming. I claim my desires today. Yes, 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 yes. I claim my desires. Yes, they are meant for you. They are your desires for a reason. It is the universe, God. I claim my desires and dreams now, today, right now. Yes, your desires of your higher self communicating with you through the intelligence of your heart. It is the universe, God. Insert your own beliefs there. Planting the seeds of what is not only possible, is already yours, is already done. The desire really is the manifestation. It is simply your higher self saying, hey, come this way. This is not only what's possible, this is what we're doing over here. And if you want to experience that for yourself as well, you have to claim it. Yes, so we've all claimed it. Now you're over 50% of the way to experiencing that in your reality. Now is the work of just being aligned. And you're going to do that much faster with my help. That's why I'm here with you. When you are supported by coaches and mentors and an amazing community like we have here today on Manifestation Meets Business, that's where you really get to quantum shift, because you don't have to do it alone anymore, ever. You are fully supported every week by the Manifestation Freak community, by incredible people who are also claiming their desires, who also believe that the vision is not only possible, it's done. Then you start quantum leaping. This is what changed my life. So I started Bodhi Babes. We've still got people jumping in and joining us. Welcome, welcome. If you're just joining, welcome. We're diving into the energetics of success today. If you've missed any of this, you can catch the replay. When I started Bodhi Babes 10 years ago, pretty much to the day, I truly believed in it being possible, but I didn't really know what it was. And so I just kept following each nudge, each intuitive next right action. And the vision became clearer. And so here's the thing I want you to remember as well. Confidence and clarity are not required. They're results of action. So if right now you're like, I'm not actually sure what the vision is, doesn't matter. Just follow each next right action, follow those intuitive nudges and take fast action, because that's what successful people do differently. We have the desire for whatever it is and we take immediate action. And we are never saying the 4 words that keep most people stuck. When I have the time, when I have the money, when I have the confidence, when I have the clarity. Those things are never coming. The time and the money, you have to create and prioritize. The confidence and the clarity are results of action. So if you have an intuitive nudge to invest in something, to take action on something, to create something, do it now, because ideas are transient. They will move on. Opportunities and experiences also will maybe not be available to you when I have the fact that you have the desire now means that it is being sent to you to be created through you right now. And life is short and precious, and we all get that intellectually, right? But it often takes life-changing events before we really remember that again. Whether that is a loss of some kind, right? A death or a job change or a redundancy or something that changes so dramatically in our external circumstances that we suddenly go, oh wow, actually I don't have that much time. We don't. And I know that it can feel like that, and I know that time does expand and it's a man-made construct and all of those things. So in one respect, we have all of the time, infinite time, but in this form, in this life, it is really short and precious. And regardless of that, it's only right now, because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And I want you, after claiming your desires right now, to take action on them after you leave this masterclass today. Can you please affirm that? I am committed to taking the action. Type that in the chat box. I am committed to taking the action. Yes. Yes. This is why you're here today. Right. And this is how I know, without a shadow of a doubt, that you are going to manifest everything you desire and so much more. Because those who do are the ones who claim it and take immediate action on it, right? Successful people are courageous-hearted people. It takes a lot of courage, which is why, again, in the gap, what's required is courage, faith, and consistency. Courage to say yes to your desires and take that scary action and go for it. But you really will be caught in the fact that those desires are meant for you. You have to have faith in the unseen, in the vision that you have before you've experienced it physically. And you have to take consistent action. So let's get into that. So I have spoken about business 101, have a product, believe in it, sell it, right? That's it. Business is no more complicated than that. Your business model is 4 things, right? Whatever stage of business you're at, whatever income amount, this is scalable to 8 figures. This is infinitely scalable. How much, how many, who, where? How much money do you need and desire? You have to know your numbers wherever you're at in your business and really claim it. How much do you truly desire to receive by the end of this year? How much do you really desire to receive by the end of next year? Claim it for yourself, whether that's 6 figures by the end of this year in the final quarter. And it doesn't matter what's happened to this point. You could be starting from 0, and this could be the best quarter of your life ever. If you first of all get clear on what those numbers are and claim it for yourself, and you've already claimed your desires. So now we're going to get into the details and the specifics in your business. How much do you need and desire to be coming in by the end of this year? And if you want to share that with us, please do. If not, just write it down for yourself, but do write it somewhere. Claim it, anchor it in, because you have a unique money frequency. You have a unique manifestation frequency. You have a unique money frequency. So often people come to me and say, I want 10K months, I want 20K months, I want 50K months, I want 100K months. No, you don't, because you've just plucked that number out of the sky. That's not your money frequency. And if you're saying something like that, 10K months, 20K months, 100K months, that is going to be more challenging for you to receive because you haven't got into your specific, unique money frequency. That is a number you've plucked out of the sky. That's a number that you've chosen from seeing someone else do it. It could be somewhere around that, because if your number's coming to you, trust that. But how much do you really need and desire to be coming in by the end of this year? If you do your figures, you might actually see that, oh, it's actually 8,326, or it's actually 96,000. When you get into what you really need and desire for right now, remembering that we're going to expand on that, we're going to continue growing and evolving. But for right now, what are your numbers? And your needs are the things that absolutely have to be covered, or there'll be consequences. Your mortgage payments, business expenses, utilities, like all of your personal and business needs. That's what you need. So there's a specific number and money frequency there. And then your desires, okay, you might want the Ferrari and the mansion and the first class travel, but maybe that's not by the end of this year. Maybe some of those things are next year or within 10 years. So what are your absolute, honest, truthful, non-negotiable desires by the end of this year and next year? And then you can add those desires up. So for me, it's things like regular mani pedis, my spa, my gym membership, business class travel, absolute non-negotiable for me. The home I live in and the lifestyle that I have, the car that I drive, like maintaining a certain lifestyle for me is, non-negotiable. There are non-negotiables that I have. So there won't be consequences if you don't have regular mani pedis, massages, gym, etc. But they are true and alignment desires for you. So then you can add the needs and desires up and you have your specific money frequency, which is down to the pound or penny or cent, whatever your currency is. Who, where? So you know how much money you need and desire to be coming in. Oh, you need to know how many clients you need to reach that how much, or products and services. If you don't have one yet, we're going to help you create one. So don't worry. I work with my clients to create signature programs, online courses, product spectrums, whether you're working one-on-one, masterminds, group programs, memberships, like we will help you create your whole product spectrum or whatever specific program product you're building out. But you need to know with your products and services as you create them, or if you have them already, you need to know how many clients do you need to come into that program or those programs, or how many customers do you need to be investing in your service for you to reach your needs and desires. Then you are getting into the specific numbers of your business. And that is a bare minimum. Like they're the numbers as a bare minimum that we have to know all the time. Then who are your clients and where are they? Because you need to be there often, whether that's on social media or in person or a combination of. You need to either personally be reaching out to those people and connecting with those people if you're just starting out in business. If you are growing your business to 6, multi-6, 7 figures beyond, then you might be looking at paid advertising, lots of different funnels and things like that. But you need to know exactly who your clients are and make sure that you're getting in front of them, like wherever they are on a regular basis. I've built most of my business and brand with organic social media marketing and in person. I do a lot of in-person talks and workshops. We've got Manifestation Freak Live coming up in Brighton in the UK on the 26th of September. So I run a lot of one-day workshops, retreats, and a lot of online stuff like this as well. So I have lots of different funnels and I've got the Manifestation Freak Facebook group. We've got our email list. So there's not just one way. There's lots of different ways that people, my podcast, YouTube, and some of you are on YouTube now. Thank you for joining. We've literally just restarted that channel. So there are so many ways that you can reach your clients. What I recommend is starting with one. Start with one way that you connect with clients, and once you've mastered that, then you can expand. Start with one way, one product or service. By the way, this isn't a rule. If that doesn't resonate, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But my recommendation is start with one funnel, platform, way of creating clients, and one product or service, and then you can expand from there if you choose to. There are plenty of multimillionaires who have one product one product or one service, and they just grow that year on year out. There are plenty also who have multiple income streams and products and services and a whole offer suite of ways you can work with them and invest in them and yourself, right? It's whatever works for you. So this is why in Impact Millions, the work that we're doing is, yes, there are systems and structures and ways that will support you, but you have to find your way within that. So that's what we're really helping you to do. How do you want to work? And what's the lifestyle that you want? Because again, our main tagline is creating a life that feels as good as it looks. So get clear on the lifestyle that you want to be living. So for my client I mentioned earlier, she really wanted freedom to be able to travel the world with her family and homeschool her children. That was the real burning why for her personally, while impacting as many lives as possible with her coaching work and her therapy work. So we got clear on, okay, what lifestyle do you want? Then if you know you want the freedom to travel and to work in that way, then we have to build out products and services that support that, right? So she didn't want to take on too much in-person work because it would mean she was location dependent. So how much, how many, who, were is a super simple scalable business model that you should at the very least know, and you can scale to any level. Let me know if that resonates. And is this helpful? Let me know. I'm going to have some water. Yes. Okay, great. Thank you. Very helpful. Okay. I'm right. I love it when you take notes. Honestly, it makes me so happy. That's good. Yeah, scribble away. Okay. So energetic alignment there's some practicals, right? Your product, your businesses have a product, believe in it, sell it. Your business model, how much, how many, who, where. Client creation, read the book The Prosperous Coach. Like whether you're a coach or not, just any business owner, any brand, any sales. If you're in business, you're in sales, right? Which is service. And the Prosperous Coach is all about how to do business, like a really high level of business, how to create relationships. So even if you're not in business, if you have a career, if you just want to impact lives in any way, you love a book, right? Yeah, you're so welcome. So I've worked personally with Rich Litvin, who is one of the authors, and Steve Chandler. And I've masterminded, like I've coached them in their circles and been coached by them. And so I know that process inside out and upside down. And it's something that you can use in person, online, in any career, actually, because it's all about the one thing that will never change in business. And that is that it's all about relationships. If you get the relationship piece right in your business and in life, right? Like life is all about relationships, then you won't go far wrong. And so you can, although it's about mostly enrolling most highly invested clients from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands, you can also apply it to online business as well. So I cannot recommend that book highly enough. So I won't go into the details of client creation. Read that book. It will tell you everything you need to know. And then in Impact Millions, for those of you in there, we go into more depth with that. We'll support you with that process and the confidence to be doing that day in, day out. Okay. Any questions so far? Type them in the chat box. Oh, we've got loads. Okay, amazing. Yeah, it is. You're committed to taking action. Super helpful. Okay, perfect. Oh, we've got so many amazing. So, all right, I'm going to leave those questions there and come back to them in a moment. We're going to open up for your questions and any coaching. Thank you. Keep them coming. So energetic alignment, though, is everything. So have a product, believe in it, sell it. Business model, how much, how many, who, where. Client creation, the prosperous coach. But energetic alignment is everything. And I cannot say that often enough. Because if you truly believe in what you want being done, like I'm not saying the possibility of it. I mean, you have to be delusional. You have to fully believe, like, I'm a millionaire. I don't care what my bank account says. I'm a millionaire. Because the frequency of that it will put you into, the way you carry yourself when you fully believe that the vision you have is done, not just possible, done, that it is just a matter of time before you experience that in your bank account, in your business, in your relationships. Your frequency has to match that being done. And so you have to ask yourself, okay, if I desire to be a multi-millionaire business owner, if I desire to be speaking on those stages, if I desire to be working with those kind of clients, what's the gap in how I'm showing up now and how that version of me shows up? And this isn't BS, fake it till you make it. This is about you quantum leaping into the identity that you really are. How does that version of you who is running that multi-million-dollar company, how do they walk, talk, carry themselves? What are they invested in? Who are they working with? Who are their coaches and mentors? Do they have a book? Are they speaking on stages? How are they working with their clients? Where do they live? And one of the fastest ways to shift you into that identity is by reality hacking. And what I mean by that is getting in the room with those people. One of the biggest things that changed my life and has changed my clients' lives is investing in masterminds, working with coaches, getting in communities and in rooms and events of the people already doing it. So in 2014, I started Bodhi Babes. 2015, at the end of 2015, I'd been running my business for over a year. I'm so thirsty. I've been talking way too much. I've been running my business for over a year. And I was like, what am I not doing that, or what are these people doing that I'm not? And so I was looking at other super successful coaches who are working only with their dream clients, who are traveling the world first class, who are running incredible events and retreats, and who are just living their dream life and helping impact millions of lives. And while I was impacting so many lives and I was living a beautiful life, I knew that so much more was available to me. I wanted to make a bigger impact. I really wanted to write books and speak on stages and be able to reach my soulmate clients. And I also unapologetically wanted to travel the world first class. I wanted to experience incredible locations. I wanted to be able to live a beautiful, luxurious, abundant life, financially, freedom-wise, health-wise. And here's a mantra that I have this year that it's always been the mantra, but the specific mantra came to me this year. This is the era of being radiantly healthy, loved deeply, and FU wealthy. And maybe you want to adopt that for yourself as well, because why not? We live in an infinitely abundant world and universe. Infinitely abundant. So why would you ask for anything less than radiant health, to be loved deeply, and FU wealthy, right? And FU wealthy is a term that is bandied around, but I've nicked that because I was like, yeah, that really just taps into that soul fire energy, doesn't it? So maybe you want to adapt a version of that for yourself, or maybe you're like, I love that. This is the era of being radiantly healthy, loved deeply, and FU wealthy, because why would we settle for anything less? And it is whatever that means to you, because it is personal and bespoke to you. Give me a hell yes if that resonates, if that mantra resonates, or if you're going to create your own version of that. So my life changed at the end of 2015 when I started studying 2 or 3 successful entrepreneurs who had the kind of coaching businesses and brands that I wanted. And like they were, can I repeat it? Yeah, of course. So this is the era of being radiantly healthy, loved deeply, and FU wealthy. I'm censoring myself there because this is on YouTube as well. So, right? And create your own version of that. And that is because the main areas of life, love, health, money, you get to be abundant in all areas. You've claimed that for yourself at the beginning of this masterclass. If you're just joining in, then I want you to claim that for yourself now. You get to be abundantly healthy, loved, and wealthy. You are not taking away from anyone else by being a multimillionaire, by being deeply in love, by being radiantly healthy. Your success is an amplifier for others. And that's what I saw at the end of 2015. I was like, how are these people doing it? And it was never to become like anyone else. But I started studying this handful of people that had the kind of business and lifestyle that I wanted, the kind of money that I wanted. And I was like, what are they doing that I'm not? And the one thing they were all doing that I was dabbling with, at that time, was that they all were highly invested in coaching and mentoring. And as a coach, I was like, I have to put my money where my mouth is. How can you be a successful coach if you're not also highly invested in coaching yourself? How can you be asking people to invest tens of thousands in working with you if you're not also doing that yourself? Like, there's a disconnect. And so I realized that's what I needed to do. And because if nothing changes, right? Like, and the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So I was like, oh, that's what I need to do. And I had invested in courses and coaches here and there, and had my own life coach, but I wasn't highly invested in business coaching and mentoring. And so I knew I needed to not only invest in business coaching and mentoring, but I needed to work with someone that I really trusted, that I resonated with, and that had the kind of business and lifestyle that I wanted, because that's how we collapse timelines. Work with those who are already doing it, who already have the kind of business and life you want, whose energy that you resonate with, who you trust, who you feel good working with. And so I found two coaches. Actually, I invested highly in a mastermind and then in a private coach as well. In fact, to the tune of about $40,000 initially, that I didn't have, by the way. But I knew if I didn't change something, nothing was going to change. And also, this is business. To grow your business, you need to invest in your business. It's called return on investment for a reason. And I finally got that. I was like, okay, I need to somehow take out a business loan. I need to invest in this. So that's what I did. I had some of my own money and savings that I invested, and then I took out loans as well to help me invest in getting in the room with millionaires, in getting in the room with other people who are creating multi-six-figure and seven-figure businesses, and to learn from them, and just to be in that frequency as well, to be online in spaces like this with this kind of high energy and frequency, the kind of energy where you walk away going, yes, I'm like, I feel so activated. And if you do now, please drop a comment and let me know. Do you feel activated being here today? Is this shifting you somehow? Do you believe truly more than ever that anything is not only possible, it is done? Because it is. And that's the frequency I hold for you. And that's the frequency that my coaches and mentors hold for me. And so these are the spaces that we need to be in consistently, because there's only so much we can hold the frequency ourselves, because life gets kind of lifey, right? Life gets. Sophie French is in the house. I love you. Hey, gorgeous. So good to see you. Soph and I go way back. In fact, I found a photo. Hi, gorgeous. I found a photo of you and I from a Desire Map workshop back in the Bodhi Babes days in 2015. So good to see you here. Welcome, gorgeous. Right, life gets lifey. And in true Sophie French style, we do whatever we can to feel as good as we can and have as much fun as we can when life gets lifey, but also be surrounded by gorgeous friends and community that can help us navigate the challenges. Because this is the other thing, it's not all high, and this high frequency, by the way, when I talk about frequency, when I talk about high vibration, it is not fake BS positivity or bouncing off the ceiling in ecstasy. That's not the truth of any of this stuff. Life gets lifey. We will never be without challenges. It's the nature of our existence. We are here to grow, to learn, to navigate these things, but it gets to be with more ease and grace and flow when we're supported by an amazing community, when we have coaches and mentors and friends and an incredible community like Manifestation Freak and Impact Millions that help us to, when things get challenging, take really good care of ourselves, to know when we need to slow down, slowing down to speed up, and when we can ramp it up. Sometimes it is the season for more hustle and for more creativity, and sometimes it is more to slow down and to reflect and to take care of ourselves. And it's always finding that, I don't like the word balance, but it is trusting ourselves and being held and supported as we navigate all of the things in business and life. Because while business is simple, while life is quite simple, it's not necessarily easy. And then also being able to keep ourselves at the frequency of our desires and holding the vision, which is the trailer of what's to come. We can do that by ourselves to an extent, but when life gets lifey, we can easily spiral down into the 3D circumstances that can weigh us down, that can be really challenging. That's when we need our friends and our coaches and our mentors and our community to remind us who the F we are and what it is we truly desire, and that it's not only possible, it's done, to help spiral up. We spiral up together, right? To help keep us at the high frequency. And by the way, the highest frequency, scientifically proven, is authenticity. It isn't joy, gratitude, love. Of course, they're up there, beautiful, high vibrational frequencies, but authenticity. So we're not going for joy and love and gratitude all the time. It's unrealistic. We're going for authenticity. That is the highest frequency. There have been experiments like the Spain scale of emotion that have proven that when we are in our most authentic state, we are most magnetic. And you know that because we feel each other's hearts, right? When someone is being authentic and truthful, we resonate, we feel that. And so this is why we are so magnetic. So, I mean, that might be a relief. Let me know if that's a relief. You don't have to be like happy and shiny and bouncy all the time to manifest. It's not sustainable. But we do want to, as much as we can, be living in the frequency of love and gratitude and feeling good as much as possible. But you can still experience and must experience all emotions, energy and motion. Authenticity is the highest frequency. So we're coming to the end, and I'm going to open up to your questions shortly. Let me know if there's anything specific that you want me to go into today before we wrap up day 1 of Manifestation Meets Business, the energetics of business success. Anything that I've missed, any questions that you have, anything that you want me to cover before we wrap. We've got about 20 minutes to go. And I'm going to go to a Q&A as well. If you're watching this on the replay, the Q&A will be available separately. And don't forget to join us for day 2 tomorrow. And day 2 tomorrow is about scaling with strategy and energetic alignment. So we're going to be taking what we've been talking about today and helping you scale your business and your brand. So if you are wanting to get on those global stages to impact millions, like I'm going to tell you at the end exactly what we're going into tomorrow and how you can work with me. If you're like, I want to work with you, I'm going to tell you how you can do that. And we have an amazing gift for you as well. So stick around for the next 20 minutes. So we've got some incredible gifts coming up. Okay, so your shifting into abundance is about working with the law of assumption, not the law of attraction. The law of attraction can take too long because it's not a primary law. The law of attraction is working all the time. It's a constant, but the primary law is the law of vibration. So it's about your frequency. Authenticity is the highest frequency. So the work that we're doing in Manifestation Freaking Impact Millions is you knowing what you really want. If something's not working for you right now or doesn't feel good, it's probably not in alignment or possibly not in alignment. We need to look at that. So this is about you connecting to what do you really want by the end of this year in your business, in your brand, in your relationships, in every area. You claimed it for yourself at the beginning. If you've just joined us, if you joined us late, I want you to type in the chat box now, I claim my desires now. Those of you who've been here since the beginning have already done that. So it's time to get really honest with that. Working with the law of assumption is much easier than working with the law of attraction because you are claiming what you desire. Claim my desires now, baby. Yes, you do. It's done. They're done. They're meant for you. Your desire is the manifestation. So you need to claim it. You need to know what it is you really want. You do, you know, but maybe you've been tiptoeing around the edge of it. Maybe you've been keeping yourself a bit small. Maybe you've been in a period of healing and transitioning. But what is it now that you are really going to fully step into? What is it that you claim for yourself? Know what that is, claim it, ask for it unapologetically. Please also affirm in the chat box or in the comments, I unapologetically step into my full power and authenticity. Easy for you to say. I don't even remember what I said. I unapologetically claim my full and step into my full power and authenticity. I unapologetically step into my full power and authenticity. This is how we begin to set the manifestation, intentional manifestation in motion, because manifestation is a constant. It's not something we sit down and do. We don't sit on a meditation pillow and on our way to success. Meditation, crystals, affirmations, vision boards are beautiful external tools to support us in our manifestation process and journey. But manifestation is you knowing what you want, claiming it, asking for it, and getting into alignment with it. When I read The Secret back in the day, and I wrote this in Manifestation Freak, when I read The Secret back in the day, isn't it brilliant? It's lovely. It's such a beautiful gateway into intentional manifestation and the law of attraction for most of us. But when I finished it, I was like, I'm all in. Yes, this is it. This so resonates. But I was like, but what's the secret? Like, did I miss it? What's the secret? What's the secret? And so my journey with Manifestation Freak has been, over the last decade, uncovering the secret of simplifying manifestation, of demystifying manifestation, because so much of what is out there about manifestation is either surface level BS or it's overcomplicated, right? Manifestation, the secret to manifestation isn't a vision board, it's not an affirmation, it's not a crystal. And it's not a lot of the complicated stuff that, so you don't have to jump through fire and do a million cartwheels and sleep with a cinnamon stick under your pillow. Like, stop it. Know what you want, ask for it, and get your mindset, energy, and actions aligned with it. So the law of assumption is this: your self-concept. What do you believe to be true about yourself and possible for you in the world? I want you to walk away from this. And it really starts with a decision. Right now, you've claimed your desires. All of you have affirmed and claimed your desires and your full power on this masterclass already. If you're watching this on the replay, keep the comments coming. I claim my desires. I step into my full power and authenticity now. With that, I want you to take a moment and close your eyes, and hand on heart, I want you to breathe into this new identity that you choose for yourself in this moment, that has always been available for you, that you were born into. You had a soul contract that you chose to come here for. And maybe you haven't fully embodied that yet. Now is the time. Close your eyes, breathe into your heart. I want you to fully see that vision. If you can't visualize it, that's okay. I want you to intentionally think about the vision that you have for your life and your business, for your relationships, for your bank account. And if there's one specific manifestation that you're really wanting to call forth into your physical experience right now, that's the one. I want you to really deeply belly breathe into the energy of it being done, of you now in this moment, claiming and stepping into the full soul fire power of everything that you came here for. The knowing that the desire is the manifestation, the desire is on your heart because your higher self, God, universe, has planted it there for you to come this way, for you to fully say yes to the contract that you have for your life purpose, for the unique gifts and manifestation frequency that only you have to make the impact in this world that only you can, to bring forth your creativity, your magic that you are weaving through your words, which are creating your world and impacting the lives of everyone you come into contact with, one person and one conversation at a time, or one too many, through the beautiful creations that you bring into your work and into this world. Your writing, your speaking, your singing, your dancing, your business, your brand, your frequency. In this moment right now, I want you to fully breathe into the fact that it is all done. If you are not receiving your manifestations yet, it simply means you are yet to experience them in your physical reality. But vibrationally, it is all done. It's always been done. Everything you desire already exists. The money, the clients, the experiences, the opportunities, the stages, the books, everything that you can dream, everything that you can imagine, you can and will manifest. And I am here to help you not only hold the frequency of it being done, for you to manifest it fast, for you to quantum leap into that reality, to meet your higher self where you are at, on another dimension that is really just you in this moment claiming it. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes and type a hell yes in the comments to anchor this in for yourself. You are so powerful. Whatever magic you are experiencing, whatever downloads you are receiving, whatever shifts you are feeling, this is you being activated by your higher self, by what you already know to be true, by whatever it is that I'm reminding you of that maybe has gone down to embers right now is coming back into full soulfire power. Let's go. Give me a hell yes, 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 and emojis. Such an honor to be here with you today. And I'm so, yes, I feel it so much inside of me. Thank you. Hey, Michaela, it's so good to be here with you. I am like giddy excited to see these manifestations come to life. And this is the power of the work that I do. I am an activator. I am a visionary. I am a bringer to life of dreams. So the money, the clients, the experiences, the opportunities, all of that is simple. It's here. It already exists. Let's get you aligned with that. So I'm going to answer your questions now. We have more to come tomorrow. So a reminder, please join us at 2 p.m. tomorrow as well, live. We're talking scaling with strategy and energetic alignment. We are talking about how to really call in those soulmate clients, how to scale your offers, how to scale your brand with energetics and strategy combined. We're talking about being more magnetic and embodying the future you now. So what we've just tapped into tomorrow, you are going to completely be that version of you. If that resonates, make sure you join us live tomorrow. We're talking about manifestation frequency. We're talking about how you're going to impact millions through your soul work and message. We're going to explain deeper transformation and alchemization of any limiting beliefs and fears and insecurities into your highest frequency. So much coming up tomorrow. Thank you for being here today. We've covered a lot today as well. We've covered the power of manifestation and business. We've covered about manifestation working for you in business, including the law of attraction, alignment, energy, law of assumption, shifting into your most abundant timeline. We've talked about your unique money frequency, business model, your programs, product spectrum, so much. So now for your questions. And I have an amazing gift for you as well. If you have loved this today, if you've loved this free masterclass, if you're like, how told you. My gorgeous dogs always make an appearance on pretty much every podcast. But if I'm in the office alone. Right, before I answer your questions. Gorgeous dog energy, affirming your manifestations. Could you get any more high frequency? That's Jack and Ty. If you're already in our community, you'll know them very well. If you're new to our community, they're my two fur babies that pop up on pretty much everything I do, unapologetically. So I'm going to answer your questions. If you've been in this masterclass today, live or on the replay, YouTube or wherever you're watching this, and you're like, I love this energy. I am so ready to impact millions now. I want to put everything into action. I want to take my business to my first or next 6 figures by the end of this year or next year, whatever it is for you, and you are feeling activated to come work with me, I recommend messaging my team so they can point you in the right direction. They'll stop in a minute. And there we go, like magic. You can contact my team, contact@lougeorge.co. Just message them, manifestation meets business, and they'll get back to you and point you in the right direction of what will most serve you at whatever level of business you're at. If you want to work with me, if you want to know more about that, message the team and they'll let you know all of the ways you can do that. The obvious ways are our Manifestation Freak course, which is the #1 course for rapid transformation and manifestation. If you want to dive deeper with your manifestation, and Impact Millions, which is my manifestation meets business online course and community. We have the most incredible community with weekly lives from me, with modules that you can go through in your own time, everything you need to create, grow and elevate a multiple 6-figure plus business, online courses, product spectrums, the energetics and strategy of business. So if you want to know more about that, head over to youamplified.com. So your questions, thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for the energy and the intentions that you've brought, because this would be nothing without you being super intentional and showing up powerfully. So I'm going to answer the questions on Zoom. And if you're on YouTube, I'm going to see if we can get those coming through as well. If I don't get to any of your questions, we'll try and do that on the replay as well. I'll get to as many as I possibly can. I'm going to pull up on the and I'm reading them sideways here because as I open the messaging, the meeting chat, so if I'm turning my head, it's because I need to read the questions on the Zoom. I don't know why they're coming up sideways. Okay, so how to overcome challenges that may arise in our immediate surroundings when we start showing up as our most authentic self. I love that. Thank you, babe, for that question. Overcoming challenges that arise as we start showing up as our most authentic self. What I want to say on this is I actually I did a short reel on this yesterday on my Instagram, which is at @IamLeeGeorge if you want to see that. The reel I did was that right before we start to experience what we're manifesting, we can often experience the most challenges. Like our life can fall apart just before it gets really good. And in the kind of tarot, this is the tower moment. This is the breakdown before the breakthrough. And so as you start up leveling, be warned, right? There's a reason that saying, be careful what you wish for, exists. As you get clear on what you desire and you claim that, and you start aligning with that, depending on how out of alignment you currently are, to what your most authentic self desires and what you're manifesting, will depend on how much challenges. And here's the thing, often people talk about in manifestation like the universe will test you. The universe is not testing you, it doesn't do that. It may feel like it though, because what's actually happening is you're being prepared. You're shifting identity, and so you're changing, you're transforming, you're alchemizing, your mindset is changing, your energy is shifting, your frequency is spiraling up. And as a result of that, you're also purging, you're also change is uncomfortable. And so anything that's not in alignment with what you're saying, the life that you're saying that you want and the business that you're saying you want, will either change with you or it will move out of your experience. So for me, a couple of years ago, that looked like my 16-year relationship ending. And now, 2 years on, while I'm living my best life over here in a very different way, it wasn't that I wasn't living my best life then, it's just very different. Then that end of the relationship was devastating. I loved my life. I loved my relationship. I didn't know what was next, but I surrendered to it. And luckily, I've done so much work. Like the biggest comment I received from my friends was, how are you navigating this with so much grace? And I was like, because I'm a transformational coach, and like, this is really testament. It was really testament to the amount of work and growth that I'd done, because I was navigating it with, you know, I obviously was grieving and healing, but I navigated it with a lot of grace, thanks to the transformational work. That is how we meet the challenges. They will arise. As you become more successful, as you become more intentional, as you manifest more of what you really want, the challenges don't become less. In fact, they often become more, because you are required to become more of a problem solver. You are required to meet more challenges as you rise. But it gets to be with more ease and grace and flow, because you are more intentional, because you are able to relax more into the knowing that everything, however challenging it feels, is really working out for you. And we will all grieve, and we will all experience horrific things, and none of us can know, but it's taking really good care of yourself, of your mindset, your energy, and your actions, not just in coming in alignment with what you want to manifest, but in taking really good care of yourself in every way, in every day, so that when these challenges arise, that inevitably will, you are able to respond and not react. That you are able to have a bodies, like energetic body, physical body, mental body, that support you at the highest level, which is why my mantra this year and this is the era of radiant health at the top, being radiantly healthy, loved deeply, and FU wealthy, in that order. We have to be radiantly healthy in all of our bodies so that we are able to navigate the challenges that life will present us with, and business especially. One of my mentors once said, if you want the best personal development program there is, start a business. Ain't that the truth? Business is not for everyone. It is not easy. You are required by nature of being a business owner to be a problem solver, right? If the money ain't coming in, you are responsible for bringing it in. If the program's not working, you are responsible for figuring out why. If clients don't enjoy the process or have problems, you are required to support them. So that's the answer in short, is you have to, from this point forwards, take radical self-responsibility and be radically honest about where you're not taking the best care of yourself. And it is with the basics, right? Sleep, nutrition, what we're consuming in every way, not just food, but information. Your cells are paying attention to everything you think and speak and consume in every way. Take really good care of your mental, physical, spiritual, emotional well-being. And then that leads into being loved deeply. Make sure that your relationships are all with the minimum foundation of safety, emotional, physical, mental safety. Because if we don't have peace within our relationships, we don't have peace anywhere. Money, health, love, money, health, love, yes, business, health, love, all connected. So our health and our relationships have to be first before we experience overflow and abundance in our business and in our bank accounts. And that is all relationships, not just our most intimate relationships, our client relationships, our friendships, our communities. Do we feel physically, emotionally, and spiritually safe and supported? Because like I said earlier, we can keep ourselves at a frequency by ourselves to a point, but we spiral up together and we help each other. Like the power of community, right? We all know this. And then with money and business as well, here's something that came to me 2 years ago. I remember like 2 years ago in the summer, sitting on a rock, and I've told this story a few times on social media and publicly. And I remember in like my darkest grief through the end of that relationship, sitting on a rock by myself on the most beautiful beach. But it was a really like, I'm really alone moment. And I fully surrendered it to God. I fully was like, what now? And I had the clearest voice speak to me and say, take care of yourself and I'll take care of the rest. Take care of yourself and I'll take care of the rest. That's it. That's your job. If you take really good care of yourself, if you make sure that you are radiantly healthy as much as you can and loved deeply, that you are surrounding yourself by the right people, then FU wealthy, business success, the external success comes as a byproduct of that, because you're not manifesting who you are, you're not manifesting what you want, sorry, you're manifesting who you are. You're manifesting by extension of your being. If you're radiantly healthy and loved deeply, guess what? Your external reality will reflect that back to you. Here, have more love, more abundance, more overflow, more things to be grateful for, more things that match your high frequency, radiantly healthy self. And that is why I'm about to be featured on Forbes cover for the second time this year. Like my manifestations this year. So the first year after the breakup was deep healing. So last year wasn't so much about business and success and any of that stuff, or creativity even. It was about going inwards. It was about season for slowing down and reflection and taking really good care of me, so God can take care of the rest. And this year has been overflow. It has been publication after publication. My book's been published. I've been speaking on stages at the biggest, most beautiful festivals. I've been working with the most incredible clients. I've had overflow of income and abundance in every area, because I've gone into fully that next level identity that was me taking care of myself. And so now I'm experiencing the physical external manifestations of my vision, of my desires, of my frequency. Does that answer your question? Right, okay, 10 minutes left. Let's go. As many other questions as possible. Okay, beautiful reminder, taking care of self through. Oh yes, home truths, good reminder. You're so welcome. How to get back to the energy of radical responsibility. So sorry, I'm sideways again trying to read. Radical responsibility, showing up for what we want when the part that pulls us back tells us it has gotten stronger. So how to get back to energy of radical responsibility and showing up for what we want. Okay, so the part that's pulling us back into old identity feels stronger than what we're stepping into. I mean, it's convincing, isn't it? And that's what will happen often, is the pull back into old identities, into old beliefs will get the strongest just as we're about to manifest. So know that, like, when it gets most convincing, this is a really powerful, beautiful question. Thanks, Soph. Know that it is most convincing and most challenging when you are the closest to the breakthrough, when you are closest to the shift, when you're closest. It's darkest before the dawn, right? It is darkest before the dawn. And that's when most people turn back. It's too dark, it's too hard, I can't see, done. Most people give up at the 11th hour. Most people give up just before dawn, because they've been, this is what happens. We're giving and giving and giving and trying and going and trusting and having courage and moving forwards and taking action, and it's still not effing working, or it's not happening, it's not manifesting, or like, how come I'm still here, or actually I feel like I've taken 10 steps back. It's because you're being prepared for what's to come. The challenges are the biggest before you're about to have the most beautiful breakthrough, because you are fully prepared, right? It's really your subconscious mind reprogramming and your nervous system. You are shifting on a cellular level. That is so challenging and so uncomfortable. And that has to happen before the physical reality shift. And it's so, so challenging. But most people give up because they're like, oh, F it, I've done too much. The only surefire way to fail, not that there's ever anything, but is if you give up, if you quit. And I promise you, you've done too much work. You've put too much energy in for it not to be rewarded. But do constantly be checking in, because also there's two things that often happen. Either it's not working. If it continues to not work, or if it continues to not feel good, you have to recheck in with, is this still aligned? Do I still really want this? Because sometimes we've gone so far down a path that maybe once was aligned, but we've gone so far down it that we've changed and we're like, actually, this isn't what I want anymore. And that's okay. Like, we reserve the right to change our minds, to start again at any point in anything, relationship, business, that you get to burn it to the ground if you've suddenly realized, I don't want to do this anymore. What I thought I wanted, I don't anymore. That's okay. So the first place to check in if something isn't working or feels really, really challenging is, do I still really want to do this? And then if the answer is yes, then it's like, okay, well, where am I not in alignment? Remembering that manifestation is knowing what you want and getting into alignment with it. So first we start with knowing what you want. And it's not a one-time thing. And this is why the manifestation freak work that I do myself with my clients is a constant. Like, what now? Is this aligned now? Do you want this now? You've grown, expanded, shifted, changed. What's your purpose now? And then getting into alignment with that. So if you know it's really, really what you want, then where may I not be in alignment with this? So checking that your beliefs really support it, checking that your energy really supports it, and your actions. And if you're like, they do, I really believe this, I feel it, I see it, it's done. Like, you're working with the law of assumption. You fully are delusional in the fact that it's done. Delusional. It's not really delusion, it's reality. And you're taking consistent, aligned action. And then you're simply in the gap between the vibration and the manifestation. So get excited, because there's always a lag. And we cannot control the exact how and when our manifestations we physically experience them. The only thing we control is knowing what we want and getting into alignment with that. That's our work. Take care of yourself. I'll take care of the rest. A beautiful, powerful, important question. Thank you. Please type a yes in the comments if that's helped you as well. You're so welcome. Okay, last few minutes. Any final questions? I can't see the ones coming through on YouTube, so I'll get to those on the replay. Keep them coming, whether you're here live or watching the replay. Thank you. I see you. Any other questions? Have I missed any questions? Because I see lots coming in. So much I want to create, bit conflicted, which in terms of bigger vision, I know the next steps for the end of the year. Longer term, I struggle with, because my desires are changing. Oh, that's a really good one. Thanks, Sandra. Do you have any questions for me related to that? I'll just speak to that as we're wrapping up. Any final questions, drop them in now. If I've missed any, re-put them, drop them in now. If you're struggling with the big picture vision, that's absolutely okay. The big picture vision is something to constantly be checking in with, right? Because we're shifting and changing and growing all the time. It's not a one, that big picture vision is always going to change. So it's more of just a feeling than anything. It's more of having like a sense of where we're going big picture wise, if we don't have clarity on it. So it's more of like, how do we want to feel than the specific tangible stuff. How do you really generally want to feel in your business and life? If you can tap into that, then you can ask, what is going to help me feel this way? Like, this is really connected to Danielle Laporte's Desire Map work, which she has changed, I think, into heart-centered now. But it's also the work I do. I do a lot of multi-brain integration work in Manifestation Freak. So it's about connecting to your heart intelligence and asking, how do I most want to feel? And what is going to help me feel that way? So how do I overall want my life? I've got one word for everything, that has been for years, and that's radiant. And that's why I desire, and this is the area of being radiantly healthy. It's actually, radiant is my word for everything. It's my check-in word. It's my anchor word. So any decisions I'm making in my business and my life, my overall vision for my life, if it's not clear, is radiant. And so relationships, connections, investments, talking, anything I'm creating, I'm asking, is this going to add to or take away from my radiance, my life force energy, my chi, right? Do I feel more radiant in this decision or less than? Coaches I work with, masterminds, travel, anything I do, I'm asking, is this going to add to my radiance? If it's a yes, then I'm in. Like, it's a very easy decision-making process then, right? If you have that anchor word and that overall feeling for your business and life, like when I'm, I'm making an investment in my business, like, that's what I'm asking. Okay, because anything new is going to feel uncomfortable. And so that just takes all the whole toing and froing and weighing up the pros and cons of, should I do this? Should I not do this? Well, is this investment going to make me feel more radiant? Yes. So then it's a yes. Simple, right? Okay, final questions. Anything else? Speak now or wait until tomorrow. Okay, make sure you join us tomorrow, 2 p.m. We're going to go for about an hour and a half, so 2 p.m. to about 3:30 tomorrow. That is Friday the 13th of September, UK time. Make sure you join us live at 2 p.m. We are going to cover a lot tomorrow, so everything that we've laid the foundation for today, you're going to walk away tomorrow fully embodying that. You are going to be so clear on your vision for the rest of this year. We're going to go into the strategy. Scaling with strategy tomorrow is the main topic of conversation, with energetic alignment. So if that speaks to you, we'll see you live tomorrow. Thank you so much. It's so gorgeous to be here with you. My pleasure. If you are already a hell yes, if you're like, how do I tap into this magic? How do I work with you? How do I scale my business with you? Then again, head over to youamplified.com to check out our Impact Millions, which is manifestation meets business to scale to your first or next 6 figures online and in business. It is everything I've spoken about today. It's how you can intentionally manifest everything you want in your life and scale your business. We go into everything. I'm really sharing everything I've learned over the last 20 years of business and 10 years of coaching, including public speaking, press, like social media and going viral, like everything that you want to scale your business and your personal brand. I'm going to support you with intentional manifestation, so you get to collapse timelines and quantum leap. If that speaks to you, if the work that we've done today speaks to you, either come and join us at Impact Millions, which is youamplifiedonline.com. You can also email my team, contact@lougeorge.co, if you would like to work with me in another way or find out how to work with me privately or at a higher level. Also, as a huge thank you for being here today, I have an amazing gift for you. So if you've been live with us today on the 12th of September, email my team, contact@lougeorge.com, and you can join us in Impact Millions for an extra £500 off. Only available today. This is for those of you who have been here live as a fast action and thank you bonus. So youamplifiedonline.com. If you're a hell yes to that, email my team, contact@lougeorge, let them know you're in, and they'll send you a private link so you can get that extra discount as well, as a thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. We've covered so many things today, from manifestation as the foundation to business. We have tapped into your next level energy, and I would love you to just drop in the comments as we leave here today with one thing you're taking away. What main thing are you taking away today? What have you really claimed for yourself? What have you anchored in? What is the next frequency that you have embodied today? Just drop it in the chat box. Drop and lock in your main takeaway today so you can anchor that in for yourself. Take care of yourself and I'll take care of the rest. I love that. Yeah, take care of yourself and I'll take care of you. Beautiful. That stayed with me since I heard that voice very clearly on that rock 2 years ago. And anytime I feel challenged in my business or in my life, I remember that. Because often when we're most challenged, it's because we're not taking care of ourselves. So we're not able to deal with the challenges, right? So I'm always asking, okay, where am I not taking care of myself? Be authentic. Yes, authenticity is the highest frequency. I'm recommitting to take care of myself. Thank you for sharing that very powerful story. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. It's my absolute pleasure. Reminder of the anchor word for our decisions. Yes, that's a really powerful one, isn't it? Amazing. Any others? Any other last anchors? Close the gap between my higher self and where I am now. Yes, let's do that. If you would like my help with that, anyone, message my team, contact@lougeorge.co, and we'll send you the private link to join us in Impact Millions. Let's get you manifesting your dream life and impacting millions with your soul work. I love you. It's such an honor to be here with you today. And I'll see you tomorrow. We've got more with scaling. My absolute pleasure. Yeah, we're fully going into scaling with strategy and energetic alignment tomorrow. Yes. Oh my God, they're still coming. I love this. Last one. Love you. Thank you. Love you too, darling. You are most magnetic when you're your most authentic self. Yes. Boom. We will leave it there. I invite you today to now intentionally take this energy and sprinkle this magic everywhere you go, because it's not really about the frequency here in Manifestation Meets Business. It's about the frequency that you are now going to take with you into the rest of your day. So do that intentionally. Know that you have really created something special here today, and you now get to share this with your family, with your friends, out in the world as you walk past strangers and say hello. This frequency, your frequency, is contagious. Thank you. See you tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time. If you're on the replay, I will see you on the replay for day 2. Lots of love. Super excited to hear